At 16 years old, Jake had the world at his feet. He was a talented athlete with a natural ability for running that had seen him win countless medals and trophies. But Jake had a problem. He loved playing video games more than he loved running. Every day after school, Jake would rush home and turn on his console. Hours would pass as he sat in front of the screen, lost in a world of virtual football games and car races. His coaches and teammates would beg him to come to practice, but Jake always had an excuse. But one day, Jake's world was turned upside down. His younger sister was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, and the family was forced to move to another city so she could receive treatment. Jake was devastated. He had to leave his friends, his school, and worst of all, his beloved football team. He felt like his world was falling apart. But as he settled into his new home, Jake realized that he could use this opportunity to start fresh. He joined a new team in his new city, determined to make the most of his talent and to show his sister that he could do something meaningful with his life. At first, Jake struggled. He was out of shape and out of practice, and his new teammates didn't know him or his abilities. But slowly, he began to improve. He ran longer, faster, and harder than he ever had before. As the season progressed, Jake's new team started to win. They were impressed by Jake's talent and his work ethic, and they welcomed him into their group with open arms. And then, the big day arrived. Jake's team was in the finals of the state championship, and they were playing against their biggest rivals. The pressure was on, and Jake knew that this was his chance to prove himself. The game was intense, with both teams giving it their all. But in the final minutes of the game, Jake found himself with the ball. He had a clear shot at the goal, and he knew that this was his moment. Jake took a deep breath and ran towards the goal. He could hear the screams of the crowd and the shouts of his teammates, urging him on. With one swift kick, he sent the ball flying into the net. The stadium erupted in cheers, and Jake's teammates lifted him up in celebration. Jake felt a sense of pride and accomplishment that he had never felt before. He had proven to himself, his sister, and the world that he was more than just a video game addict. He was an athlete, a champion, and a hero. From that day on, Jake dedicated himself to his sport.